And wow, we got someone from rainy San Jose, California. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today on Monday. This is the first day of Career Week. We're so glad that you could be with us today. My name is Ellie Geraghty. I'm the Director of Alumni Career Programs here at your Alumni Association. So today you have joined for the best program so far. We'll be talking about how the Alumni Association and Career Week can work best for you. So bravo for attending this session. If you do nothing else, this is the best one for you to start your week off right. Now, just logistically, we are recording this session and we'll be sending out a recording to anyone who registered for this event. You'll also see it all over our social media accounts. And if you do need closed captioning, you can click on closed captioning at the bottom of your Zoom screen. My colleague, Kara Folk, is on the call as well, and she will be helping. She'll give a nice big wave, I think. Thanks, Kara. And she's going to be helping with some of the logistical things here. So if you have any questions, just feel free to message us in the chat. So just a quick, let's see if I can move my slides along. So we are going to be talking about two big things today, as I mentioned, how to navigate Career Week, and then I'm going to do a guided tour of some of the resources that your Alumni Association offers for you as it relates to professional development and career enhancement. So let's get chatty. I know you all are already so great at the chat, so let's keep that going. So if you could put in the chat, what brought you to this session? Is it A, you want to learn more about the career resources at the Alumni Association? B, Career Week sounds great, but you're feeling overwhelmed. C, you want to connect with your reconnect or connect with your alma mater, but not really sure how. Or D, is there something else out there? So I'm just trying to keep up with everybody coming through. Wonderful. I'm seeing a lot of A's. Learn more about career resources at the Alumni Association. Wonderful. I see some people picking more than one, A and B, and then I see others. Thanks for putting in D. I see some people are looking for jobs or just looking to connect with people. Okay, wonderful. D, B, and D. Thank you, Sergio. Okay, great. Well, career pivoting and career coaching. Fabulous, fabulous. This is all helpful information. We will cover all of that. If there's something that isn't answered through this session, I'll put my email at the end and you can reach out to me. But great to know what brought you all to this session, and we're happy to have you. So first things first, we are going to talk specifically about Career Week. I'm sure you've seen this branding, hopefully at a lot of places by now, behind me and now on your screen. But Career Week is the Alumni Association's biggest signature event as it relates to professional development and career enhancement. So I will just click here. If you haven't done this already, the Career Week website will tell you everything you need to know about Career Week taking place Monday of this week all the way through Friday of this week. Now I'm going to head back to my PowerPoint slide because I'll tell you a little bit more about what Career Week entails. So we have over 20 programs that are taking place across the entire United States and online. The way that the programs are organized are by the day of the week. So we start at the top of the week on Monday, and any program that's taking place on Monday will be listed on our website, and then we continue on Tuesday. Every program that's taking place on Tuesday. Career Week is hosted by the Alumni Association, but we partner with units all over campus. Some are student facing, some are alumni engagement facing, some are regional and affinity networks. Everyone's really engaged and interested in this week. So you'll see that not only programs are coming out of the Alumni Association, but a lot of our partners as well. This week is open to the entire UMD community, and there is a focus on alumni engagement, although you may see there are a couple of events where students will be present, faculty members will be present, other staff at the university will be present. So there's lots of people who you will have the chance to network with and connect with. And then you can visit our website to find the full list of programs. I just did that. We'll walk through that a lot more slowly in just a second, but let me give you a feel for how you can register for programs like this. So I'm really breaking it down. If you are on our website right now, maybe on your second screen or on your phone, you'll see that each event has a lot of very important information. So some of the basics we have, you'll see the title of the event, you'll see the time the event is taking place, and then you'll see the location. This obviously is very important for our non-local folks. So those that are coming to us, I know I saw some people in the chat from New York or from Seattle or other areas. There are some events that are taking place in your regions. So look at this area to see where the event may be taking place. And then of course, if this event is taking place virtually, then you will see that this will say virtual. And then you'll see the next thing will be just a brief description of the event. This is just a bite-sized amount of information to kind of get your feet wet about what will take place at the event. But if you're interested in the event, you'll want to click this register button to learn a lot more about who's potentially speaking at the event, the timeline of the event, and a little bit more meat to what's going to be taking place at the event itself. And then at the bottom, you'll see the host of the event. So I know many of you are excited to be repping your college or the school you graduated from. So we just put the information here about who's hosting the event. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it might not be a school or college, it might be an affinity group. Like our Black Alumni Network is hosting a resume review on campus later this week. So just all helpful information for you to know and to dissect. And again, if one of these events looks good to you, it's in your area, it's at a time that you're available, go ahead and click this register button and that'll take you directly to the registration page. Okay, so you are welcome to take your phones out and scan this QR code. This will take you to our Career Week webpage. I'm just going to go back and re-explain what you'll find on our webpage, and we'll do a quick activity as well. So like I mentioned, this, maybe I'll give you another second, I'm sorry, to click that QR code. Somebody just give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're able to access it, and then I'll move forward. Yes, all good. Thanks, Adam. Okay, great. So let me, before I move forward, so you're on the Career Week website. Like I mentioned before, you'll scroll down and you'll see each program starting on Monday will be listed on the website. So today you are attending today's only event. Congratulations. Like I mentioned, you'll see the title, you'll see the time that it's taking place, where it's taking place. It's a virtual program, and then you'll see a little bit about it, and then the host, the University of Maryland Alumni Association. So clicking here, you will take you to our registration page, and then like you all probably did earlier last week or over the weekend, you just registered for this event. So should be pretty straightforward, but I know it can be overwhelming since there are a lot of different events. You'll also see that there are some events that are taking place at the same time. Again, just look at what the location is. Some of these events are virtual, some are in person. Most of these events do not have competing topics. So someone that might be interested in one specific event probably would not be attending the other one that's taking place at the same time. So this is what the website looks like. I encourage you to look through for a program that you're most interested in, and then go ahead and just click that register button to learn more about the event and then potentially register for it. So while some of you are navigating the website or just scrolling through, I thought we'd do a quick activity together. So we can find some potential programs that would be most interesting for you. I'm just checking the chat to make sure everybody says all good. Janie wishes she could go to New York City. I totally agree. They got some great programs going on up there. Okay, so I know I saw some job seekers and career changers in the chat. So this is for you. We are going to take 1 minute. And we're all going to go through on the website, whether you have it on your phone or whether you can pull it up on your computer, and you're going to pull out at least one program that you think would be good for a job seeker or a career changer. So I'm going to turn the time on now. We've got 1 minute together to make this happen. Go ahead, go back onto the website. And we have a little under 50 seconds to find a program, and then we'll come together and we'll share in the chat which program we think would be helpful for our job seekers or our career changers. And of course, I'll share a couple of recommendations that I have as well. Oopsies. Oh no. Okay, so hopefully someone's keeping time for me because we lost track of our time. Anna, I'm gonna take us down to 27 seconds. Thank you for your patience here. Oh, we already got some people in the chat. This is amazing. Okay, for those of you who still need a couple more seconds, you got 10 seconds to find something. Go ahead, and seems like people are dropping things in the chat already, so feel free to drop it in the chat. Okay, time is up. We are not going to do that timer again. Here we go. So what I'm seeing in the chat, which would be good sections for our job seekers and career changers, I'm seeing mastering the master resume. I love that. AI in your job search, shaking hands with handshake. Oh my gosh, how to design a career you love. Tech plus X, career changers. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of these. Amazing. Okay, and let's see, I picked out a few as well. So I picked out the career changers panel that is taking place. That is a virtual event that will be taking place, and there will be panelists that are actually coming from a couple different schools and colleges. So you'll get the perspective of a lot of different alumni in a lot of different industries. AI in your job search, that is a great and timely one to attend if you're looking to get a new job and want to utilize ChatGPT and AI to your best advantage. And then I'm not sure, I saw this one in there, but I will do a quick plug for the power of Terrapin's Connection, which is our online networking and mentorship platform. Maybe one you wouldn't have originally thought of, but our online networking and mentorship platform is a great place to start if you're looking to make a career change or you're looking to network with fellow Terps to land a new job. That one's taking place on Friday, so feel free to register there. Put in the chat for me, am I missing anything? Do you disagree with any of the ones that I've pulled out? Or I'll just take a thumbs up and we'll move on. I have 2 other focus areas for us to focus on. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in the chat, so I'm going to take that as keep it moving. Ellie? Okay, the next group we're going to focus on is our natural networkers. Can I get who can I see here? Can I get a virtual raise of hand who likes to network? Or you could just put it in the chat, a yes or a no. Who likes to network? Okay, I'm seeing a couple hands. Oh, Ryan says me. I'm getting some thumbs up. Okay. Interesting. I thought I wouldn't get a lot of people who like to network. That could be a really hard thing to do, right? To put yourself out there. But I know there are a lot of natural networkers out there, and there are a lot of people who know how important networking is. So we have many events during Career Week that are for our networkers. And of course, we're networking for many different reasons, right? Potentially to get a job, for a career change, maybe for a promotion, or maybe just networking to keep yourself relevant in the industry that you're in. So I see Lynn is an introvert. Networking can be very hard for introverts. I hear you. But let's do the same activity and take 1 minute to scroll through the schedule and pick an event that you think would be good for natural networkers. It can be virtual or it can be in person. I'll give you 1 minute. Oh, yes. And I see someone said, could you repeat? Of course, if you're, we're looking for events that are taking place for Terps who are interested in networking. What event is taking place this week during Career Week that can be helpful for those who are interested in networking? Amazing. I see some things coming through the chat already. Lovely, lovely. What a lively group we have here. Okay, we're at our last 10 seconds. Oh, hi, Susan. Susan says, mornings with Maryland in New York City. That'll be a good one. Absolutely. All right, our minute is up. So let me see what you all came up with before I share what I've come up with. Maximizing M Club resources, absolutely. DC, oh, and we got a question from David. I will address that, absolutely. Networking happy hour in DC for our local Terps. Speed networking is going to be a good one. TechX, and of course there's a lot of overlap with some of these events. Shaking hands with handshake, promoting yourself, Power Up Terp Connection, amazing stuff. These all would count for our networkers, and I'll just share the 3 that I came up with that I think would be good for this community. If you're local, again, the DC Terps are hosting a networking happy hour. We actually have close to 200 people registered for this event. And we had to change location. That's to your point, David, we had to change location because of the amount of people that we're expecting at that location. So David, just shoot me a quick email and I'll send you the updated location. And Aviva says, woo, I'm going, which is awesome, awesome. The second one is our ultimate speed networking night that's taking place on Thursday here at your Alumni Association. I'm really excited about this one because it's for the people who maybe said they were introverts or didn't raise their hand for networking. This is a structured networking session. So you will be paired with someone, you'll have a certain amount of time to talk with them, and you'll have a question asked to you. So you're pretty much handed the networking on a platter, and it's a really great way to break the ice and to make conversation with people. We have about 4 different schools and colleges that are teaming up. So you'll find folks in so many different industries at this event. So hope you can join us there. And then I picked out Cheers to Careers. It's another one that's taking place later this week. It's a great chance to talk with some of our business owners, Terp business owners, and just a more relaxed setting to be networking with your fellow Terps. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so the last one here, if you all are still with me. So I know some of you may not necessarily be looking for a job or really be interested in networking, but are still wanting to build some skills and, keep yourself on your toes and maybe do some lifelong learning as it relates to your career. So once again, I'll give you a minute and check the schedule for the week and see what you can find for our lifelong learners and our skills builders. You can put those in the chat. Give you a minute. Oh, great. I already see a great option up there. Wonderful, Megan. Busting burnout. I love it. Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks, Terry. These are great options. Design a career you love. Okay, we got about 15 seconds. All right, 10 seconds. Anything else that would be good for our lifelong learners? Promote yourself. You guys are catching on. Amazing. Okay. And I'll just show you, oopsies. Here we go, a couple that I pulled out. So I actually chose mastering your master resume. I think that would be a good one. Even if you're not looking to switch jobs, it's always great to be adding to your resume and just making sure that you have one big master resume for when the time comes for you to change jobs or potentially change industries. Design a career you love. This is a program hosted by the Alumni Association. It's actually a 30-day fellowship program that we run twice a year. The program that's taking place during Career Week is a small sample of what you would get if you join the entire fellowship. So you should definitely tune in if you're interested in learning more about that. That one's geared a lot towards our career changers and those that are interested in building their career, and then promote yourself. It's a great one to attend to learn more about what people are looking for when they're looking to promote people. So maybe you're not ready for that right now, but it's always a great thing to learn and good to brush off your skills there. Let me just check the chat to see what folks are saying here. Abigail said resume review can be useful when you think you know what you're doing, but you actually don't, at least for a particular industry. That's totally true. And then Susan says, oh, she has some kudos for the Design a Career You Love program. She did it in 2022 and found it really valuable. Thank you so much, Susan. Okay, wonderful. That was a fun game for me, at least. I hope you all had fun, and let's get chatty again. You guys are so great in the chat, but just drop into the chat what program you're most interested in this week. Did you think you were most interested in one program, but now you've got your eyes set on another one? Or fill me in. What are you most excited for? I want to hear. I want to hear what people are most interested in. Or maybe you'll say it's this program. This is the one you're most excited about. Oh, wonderful. Design a career you love. Thanks, Aviva. Career changers. Wonderful. Career changers in the AI program. Yeah, AI in your job search. I think that'll be a very highly attended one. I'm looking forward to that one as well. Oh, that's great. Our colleagues in the School of Public Policy are running that one. The speed networking event looks good to folks. That's wonderful. Okay, career changers. Mornings with Marilyn. Thank you, Megan. She must be representing us up in New York. That's great feedback, Adam. We can definitely talk about that too. Mentoring. Thanks, John. Okay. I feel free to keep putting things in the chat, but I'm going to move forward. The next big thing I'll share with about Career Week is for those tech savvy people and those who are not as tech savvy, we have an exciting opportunity for you. We this year are doing a checklist, a Career Week checklist. So we have picked out 5 different things that we think Terps should be doing during Career Week and honestly all year round. They are pretty attainable things that you can do throughout this week and hopefully will serve as motivation as, you know, it's a new year and we're setting new goals. But we are asking if you complete 3 out of the 5 of these checklist items, share it on social media, you'll be entered to win a grand prize at the end of the week as it relates to your career. So in years past, we've raffled off Terp swag bags. We've actually given folks free a free session in the How to Design the Career You Love program. So there's lots of prizes for you potentially. And you can download the graphic. The checklist will be added to, I see Gita in the chat. The checklist will be added to the website after this webinar, so you can download it. And it's also hopefully went to your email this morning. It was sent out to all registrants for Career Week, but I'm happy to resend it your way and feel free to share with us in social media. Okay. Now, before I move on to career resources, does anyone have any Career Week questions that I may be able to answer for the whole group? And of course, I can answer questions over email as well. I'll just pause for a moment. See if people are just typing. Good question, Gita. 99% of the programs during Career Week are free. There is one taking place on Friday that is a workshop that does have a fee to it, but it will be listed on the registration page so you know. Great question. Oh, great. Couple great questions coming through. Let me just make sure. Will the speed networking event have employers or just alumni? Cyrus, thanks for the question. The target audience will be alumni, so you'll be speed networking with your fellow alumni. We have not specifically targeted employers, but some of your fellow alums may be hiring. So that could be a win-win for you there. Sergio, what do you recommend bringing to these events? something outside of the ordinary, resumes, business cards. I would definitely say business cards. I know a lot of people these days are doing digital LinkedIn cards, so people can just connect directly from their phones to your LinkedIn account. Always feel free to bring a resume if you think it's the right audience, but anything that will help you get in contact with someone post-event. If we're not able to attend the events due to a time conflict, will you be able to watch the recordings? Of course, Dominique. We every year have a Career Week playlist on our YouTube account that I will send out at the end of the week. So any virtual event that you missed will be recorded and uploaded to that playlist. And Torin, will the Promote Yourself session have a virtual component? Great question. So fortunately, this year we don't have any hybrid events. So anything that's virtual is strictly virtual, and anything in person is strictly in person. So I'm sorry about that. And Nicole, according to the sessions that I have memorized, all 20-something sessions I have memorized, we do not have a virtual resume review opportunity this year, but we do have opportunities throughout the year for something like that. So feel free to connect with me via email and I can share those with you. Okay, great questions. Can I get a thumbs up if people are still with me? I'm going to transition to the next topic if you are. Oh, and for those asking for the Career Week checklist to be downloaded, feel free to actually screenshot this now. You can whip out your phone and take a picture of it. If you're interested, I'm getting some thumbs up. Let me know if you need me to come back to this at the end, but for the sake of time, I'm going to move forward unless I get a big wait. Okay. I'm going to move forward. And James, great question. At the end of the week, you'll get an email from me. So anyone who's registered or participated in a Career Week event will get an email from me to submit their checklist. And that'll enter you into the raffle. Great question. And I'm getting a couple private messages. Just give me a thumbs up if you're able to see my screen. If you're not able to see my screen, let me know. And if you are having technical difficulties, just feel free to reach out to my colleague, Kara, who's on the call. Amazing. Okay, Kara can see our screen. Wonderful. All right, I'm moving forward. Now I'm going to talk about your Alumni Association and the career resources that we offer to you. All of these resources can be found on our website. And Kara, if you have a moment in the next 20 minutes, if you could just drop our link in for the career resources website, that would be wonderful. But you can find this on all information on our website. I'll really just be highlighting a couple programs for you, but there's a lot more where this came from. So let me just quickly introduce the team so you can put some faces to names and programs. Our most recent addition to the team is Phil. He is our manager of alumni career programs. He oversees all of our mentorship and networking opportunities that we have for alumni. And most notably, he oversees our Terrapins Connect platform. This week, he will be hosting the Terrapin Connections session that's taking place on Friday, and he'll also be overseeing the session about how to design a career that you love. So you will see him there. Kara, who is on the screen already today, she's our Director of Industry and Corporate Alumni Engagement. She's pretty new to her role at the Alumni Association, although she's been with us for, I believe, 7 years. And she does a lot of our corporate engagement. So working with Terps that are looking to engage with fellow Terps within their companies. And then she helps with connecting Terps by industry and focus area. So hi, Kara, thanks for joining us. And then I am Ellie Geraghty. I already kind of described Director of Alumni Career Programs, and my focus is really our lifelong learning opportunities for alumni and some of our big signature events like Career Week. So many of you have probably heard of the regional or affinity programs we put on, or maybe an alumni membership, but our team really focuses on professional and career engagement. And this is a huge growth area for our Alumni Association to help you all along your career journeys. So that's a little bit about us. We have broken our work into 3 different focus areas. So advancing your career, elevating your expertise, and connecting with TERPs. Those are our main pillars as we look to engage alumni in this professional journey. So I'll jump into, I think 1 or 2 resources in this advance your career category. And let me just check the chat because I think a lot's happening here, but I want to make sure. Okay, I think my colleagues are actually handling everything. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so one of the programs that we offer to exclusively to alumni is our Coaches Corner program. Anybody raise of hands? Has anyone heard of this program before that we offer? I'm looking around. Actually, I see some hands. Okay, this is great. Well, if you haven't, I'm glad you're here. Our Coaches Corner program is a way for you to connect with not just career coaches, but coaches for all industries and all kind of areas in your professional journey. These coaches are all TERPs and they've all been vetted by the Alumni Association. They are top level within their area of expertise. They offer discounted rates for TERPs and do free consultations. So free 30-minute consultations for you to meet with someone. Their topics, their areas of focus range from mid-career alums to career changers to entry-level job seekers to leadership and women's leadership coaching to business development coaching. So it really runs the gamut here. And they also provide free webinars throughout the year with the Alumni Association on kind of their focus areas. So this program is perfect for people who are looking for that one-on-one support that your Alumni Association may not be able to provide. But we've created a program for you to connect one-on-one with some of your fellow TERPs. Wonderful. Okay, checking the chat again. Okay, great. Next program is fabulous. This has been teed up so nicely, our Career Change Fellowship. So this is the one that I was talking about earlier, how to design the career that you love. It's a 30-day online boot camp to help you design and find a more fulfilling career that fits your needs. So again, it's 30 days and you'll be working with a small cohort of fellow TERPs. And have a scheduled set of engagement opportunities with those fellow TERPs cohort style to participate in different programs and different activities to kind of help you clarify what you want next in your career. And you can see here, we have a little plug that we do kind of have a sneak peek of that fellowship and that boot camp that'll be taking place on Thursday at noon. And again, this is perfect for people who want a career move and also thrive in accountability groups. If you like to work with others to make sure you're meeting your goals, this is a great thing to do. Now, moving forward to our alumni job board. So anyone here who's interested in hiring a TERP or potentially getting hired themselves on our Terrapins Connect platform, and Phil, I know you're on the call now, or Kara, if either of you could drop the Terrapins Connect link into the chat, that would be super helpful. But on our online networking and mentorship platform, we do have an area where our alumni job board exists. So all alumni can post positions that their companies are hiring for. And you as an alum can go there to potentially look for something that might fit your need. And you'll see, we have a little screenshot here of what the job board looks like. Something that's helpful about this job board is that you can find other TERPs that have experience at that company, and you can immediately reach out to them and chat with them to talk more about what their experience is like at that job, or they might even be the hiring manager themselves. So if you tune into our session on Friday about Terrapins Connect, you can learn a lot more about how to navigate the platform and how to potentially find a job here or post a job. But of course, the job board is perfect for people who are hiring or looking for a job themselves. And thanks, Phil, for dropping that into the chat. Great. So our next focus area is in our Elevating Your Expertise pillar. And here we have a multitude of opportunities for you to learn online. In the times post-COVID, I think a lot of people have found that it's a lot easier to connect online, and that there are a lot of opportunities for you to continue growing in your career while still in the comfort of your own home or maybe at your desk. The Alumni Association has many different online webinars that are taking place throughout the year. Not only webinars, but also author talks. So for any of our readers out there, we have authors, very notable authors that are having virtual conversations either about their books on business leadership or the power of changing, or you're, making a career shift. So they all have focuses on professional development. As I mentioned earlier, we have a YouTube playlist of all of our current and previous webinars that have taken place, whether it was during Career Week or whether it was just throughout the year. We have all that information that lives on our YouTube account. And then we also have different opportunities for you to take courses at College Park. Kind of based on certain criteria, you're able to take some classes, most of which are free to you, through different things like Coursera or through our Golden ID program. So again, this is perfect for people who love learning and professional development, may not be looking for a job or to spruce up their resume, but want to continue learning. Next in this category is our faculty series. So any of you that miss being in the classroom but don't miss the homework, this is a good space for you. We like to reconnect our alumni with things that are going on across campus and get them in front of faculty members that they haven't heard from in maybe a couple years or maybe 20 years. So through our faculty series and lifelong learning programs, we are providing alums with various opportunities to either come back to campus or to hear from faculty about some of the research that's taking place on campus and the innovation that we have going on. So this fall, we hosted a tour of the UMD greenhouse. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but we had a couple professors walking alumni through the greenhouse and seeing all the different things that they were planting. And then we had, let's see, what else? We have a tour of the wind tunnel coming up this spring, so alumni can come back and see the wind tunnel and hear from some students and faculty members just about the history of the wind tunnel. So again, this is perfect for people who miss being in the classroom and are interested in some of the current research going on. And again, don't have to turn in a paper about it, just are there to listen. Wonderful. And then last but not least is our Connect with Terps category. So our networking and ability to connect with each other is just as powerful as attending an event. So again, Terrapins Connect is our UMD LinkedIn, but it's exclusively for Terps. It's a mentorship and networking platform that's built for you, and it's built for you to use it as you need it. And that can change over time. So at certain phases in our career, we may be interested in finding a mentor on the platform and finding ways to networking and find a job. But maybe at a later stage in your career, you're looking to give back and be a mentor to some less experienced alumni in your industry. So again, attend our session on Friday at noon to learn a little bit more about how to navigate that platform. It's free to use, and it can be one of your most important tools that you keep in your toolbox throughout your career journey. So can't wait to teach you more about that. And then this is perfect for people who love networking and are interested in mentorship. Pretty straightforward. Terrapins Connect Live. So this is kind of our play off of the Terrapins Connect platform, but taking the meaningful relationships and the networking that you do online, bringing it in person. So my colleague Kara Folk has been running a lot of programs in this category. So these are our networking events that are based in industries. We've done some on government contracting. We're doing one about Terps in law. So these are for the folks who are looking to meet some other people in their industry and in their area. And they usually take place quarterly. Again, these are perfect for people who are ready to connect in person. I know I saw some extroverts in the chat. And then, as I mentioned, we are newly engaging Terps at work through our corporate engagement strategy. So we are trying to connect with Terps kind of all over the US in their places of work. And connect them to top executives and leaders, either within their own company and at UMD, for networking and career development. My colleague, Kara, just launched our Terpify Your Office campaign to help Terps kind of identify themselves and where they work, how they like to be connected to, what email address they prefer, so they can stay in touch with us. And we're sending these Terps a swag box of different things that they can add to their office that show their fellow colleagues that they're alums and that they're Terps. And then we have student and alumni engagement opportunities through some of our corporate programming. So if your company is interested in hiring Terps and you want to bring some current engineering students or current School of Public Policy students to your company to tour your space and potentially hire them for the upcoming year, we have lots of opportunities for that to take place. So we're really excited to see where some of this programming goes. And of course, this programming is really perfect for people who want to network, but want to do it with people that they work with currently. Okay, almost wrapping up. A quick plug for any of our entrepreneurs and business leaders. We do have an entrepreneur network that is led by my colleague, Christine Kunkel. She works very closely with our entrepreneurs, making sure that their businesses are being promoted through our Terp Business Directory, which was launched in 2022. And it's really an industry-focused group that brings together all of UMD's investments, and we're really here to share tools with alumni to help them better their businesses and to get the word out about their businesses and connect them to fellow Terps. So if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, definitely check out our entrepreneur network and learn more about what we do for our business leaders. Okay. I believe this is our last Let's Get Chatty. So just drop in the chat what resource most interests you, or does anything surprise you? Again, this is not an exhaustive list, just a short list of some of the things that we do offer for you. And I see already that someone's pleasantly surprised with what UMD has to offer for fellow Terps. It's the first time I've ever reached out. I'm so glad that you joined us. Folks are excited about such a robust offering. Amazing. Terrapins Connect, the Alumni Job Board, corporate engagement. Glad I checked it out. The coaching. Thank you, Bianca. Yes, that's amazing. Interested in the faculty series. I hadn't heard about that before. Oh my gosh, this is such great stuff. Yes. So the more you know, there's a lot to explore. Gita, you said it best. Great to see how robust career programming has become. Aviva, great question. If you could just send me an email, I can definitely reach out to you about that. Can we get the deck you presented today? Of course. Okay, fabulous. Getting chatty, and I believe this is the section where I'll just transition right into questions. Does anyone have questions for me or for my colleagues, Kara and Phil, that I know are on the call? And great plug, Kara. I had mentioned the Terpify Your Office campaign. If you're interested in getting some Terp swag for your office and want to update your company that you're working at and your email address, you can click the link that she has posted here. And I'll just pause another minute to see if people have questions they're typing in the chat. Minute. And as you can see, my email address is here. Please email me if you want to learn more. And maybe if I'm not the right person, I'd be happy to connect you with the right person. How long do the videos stay on the YouTube channel? Thanks, Terry. I believe forever. We have never deleted one. So they should date back at least 5 years to when I started. So you should have a very long list of videos on there to check out if you'd like. Good question. Okay. Any slides anyone wants me to go back to right now with the Career Week checklist or QR code for the Career Week page? I'm happy to do any of that. We have a little extra time. Okay. Are there any sessions about recent doctoral grads who want to join that academy and teach as a professor? Is there CV help or assistance about transitioning as an adjunct? That's a great question, Lynn. I don't believe there are any sessions this week that are addressing that, but again, shoot me an email and I'll connect you to the right person at the university that'll have more information about that. I know we have a session about grad school, but obviously that's a lot different than doctoral grads. Awesome. Oh, Janie's asking for the QR code. Let me take you back. And this is the formal end of the presentation. I really, really hoped you enjoyed yourself. Feel free to stick on if you do have questions, but don't feel like you have to stay on. I'm just gonna help out a couple folks who have some remaining questions, and I'll just put this slide back up. I'm getting lots of thank yous, and honestly, thank you all for joining us. This is the best way you could start your week as it relates to Career Week. I hope you find a program that you enjoy, and definitely shoot me an email for all the ideas that you have for what we can do differently next year, things you enjoyed about this year. And you know, if you want to learn more about our career resources and all the great work that Phil and Kara are doing, reach out to us. And I'll keep this page up for just a minute and keep looking at the questions coming in. Let's see, most of the sessions have an option to make a contribution to support alumni programs. Is there a link to make single contribution instead of making a contribution for each session? Yes, absolutely. Reach out to me specifically and we can talk offline about that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, any other questions? Can you share your email again? Nicole, yes, I'm going to reply to you directly. Great. Linking, okay, amazing. Thanks, Nicole. Okay, I'll hang on for just a couple minutes if people have questions, but thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful career week, and you know how to reach me, hopefully, if you have any further questions. But congrats to you for dedicating this time to yourself, because this is really all about you. I'll put my slide up with my email address again, so if anyone needs anything, it'll be at the end. Hopefully. One moment. Let's see if I can get all the way through. Exit slideshow. Okay, let me look in the chat again. Thank you, thank you. Wonderful, of course, everyone. And I'll leave this up for just another minute. Oh, hi, Bill. I'm just seeing your question. Sorry I was late, but does the program have specific focus on TERP grads over 60 who are not retired? Bill, good question. So earlier, you're following here, let me just X out. We did an activity where we went through different types of programs that will speak to different audiences. So I would probably put you in the skills builders and the lifelong learners category. So we pulled out 3 programs that might be interesting to people within your demographic. So I would check out Mastering the Master Resume, Designing a Career You Love, Promote Yourself. And I know there were tons of other programs that are taking place this week that other folks on the call suggested as well. But if you have questions about the schedule and what programs have be best for you, definitely reach out to me. Of course. Great. Okay, I'll hang on for one more minute in case there are any lingering questions, and then I'll wrap things up for everybody. Can we get the deck? Absolutely, Ryan. I'll send that to you all. after this call. Looking forward to this week. Perfect timing. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, great. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you. Thanks for putting this on.
Of course. Lynn, is this office also the host for job fairs? If so, I suggest including public sector. Great question. The offices that host a lot of the job fairs are mainly by school and college, and then the Career Center also hosts job fairs for both students and alumni to attend. I can send you links on that if you reach out to me. The Alumni Association does not put on their own job fair as of now. Lots of great questions coming in. Thank you, guys. All right. I don't see any other questions in the chat. Oh, here's one. How do you network at the job fair? Marco, let's see. I can send you information on when the job fairs are taking place, but a lot of them are broken down by industry and sector, where representatives from HR at different companies or alumni that work at these companies will come to the job fair, and you can bring your resumes and go around and talk to these different companies. You'll also have the opportunity to set up in advance, set up 20-minute informational interviews with some of these companies as well. So there's a networking component and then potentially an informational interview component. Yeah, so please reach out if you're interested in learning more about job fairs. I can send you the links to those. Great. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. I look forward to a great career week with you all. Thanks for all the great questions and for your attention. And go Terps. Have a great week.